Don't be shy. Put some more.
Okay, I'm recording. Hello
Okay.
and welcome to this podcast. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Okay, I am Julio Flores.
And I'm Jessica Guerrero.
And today we will talk about the extroversion scale, or about being an extrovert or introvert or ambivert, depending on what you are. Yeah.
Yeah. So first, let's give like a little introduction. So basically, this extroversion scale, it's basically if you're like what type of personality you have, if you're more outgoing or more like reserved. So it's between introverts and extroverts, and in between the two of them, not exactly in the middle, can be an ambivert. So introverts are those who are more quiet and reserved, and well, are better working alone, etc.
Extroverts, on the other hand, are the ones who like being in public. They like speaking to people. They're usually not shy. They're very outgoing and energetic
Okay,
and that
and
kind of stuff.
ambiverts, yeah, ambiverts are basically like they can do social interactions, but they may not really enjoy it, but they have the abilities to, or they simply need a recharge or like time by their own.
Where
So
they
let's
they
begin
enjoy
with.
both of those stuff, being alone and in public.
So we can start with the main causes. Julio, go ahead.
Okay. Some of the main causes, or some things that can cause a person to become what they are, there are two main ones. The first one is the genetic factor, which is basically what you are born into, like what you are, something that you cannot change, something that is in your genes, which is basically something that you get from your parents. If both, for example, if both of your parents are extroverts, it's more likely that you as well will be an extrovert. And the second factor is the environmental factor, which is something that can change while you grow up. These factors can be something like the position of the siblings, whether you're the oldest or the youngest, the area where you grew up in, the social environment of the schools you attended, and that kind of stuff. These two factors combined determine the position of the extroversion scale that you will be in. Okay, now, Jessica, can you talk about some effects that can happen in a life of an introvert? Jessica?
It can affect a person positive and negatively. So, on the bright side is basically that when introverts get like to work alone, they usually do it more effectively and more and quicker, and they can even do projects by their own that usually need more than one person. But on the other hand, this can also affect someone since colleges in America and like workspaces are asking for leadership and like collaborative work. And well, this may come off as something negative for introverts because like when you're in a interview for a job or for a school, you may not be as charismatic as an extrovert, so they basically prefer giving this space in their institution to an extrovert person. uh don't extroverts have like consequences too?
Of course they do, Jessica. Why not? Okay, so extroverts have also, well, effects. Being an extrovert can affect a person, again, positively or negatively. In the positive side, they're very good at public speaking. They are usually not shy. They're not afraid of showing people what they have to offer. They can make connections easily, so they have many friends. So if they need help, they can ask from a multiple of people, of friends.
Yeah,
But
don't.
on the other hand, some downsides is that they don't know when enough is enough, so they can tend to be a little annoying to very annoying. It can be a
Yeah.
problem, and they're usually not that conservative, so that's why most people can find them, as I said, annoying.
Hmm. Okay, so Uh, in between of these two, there's ambiverts, which can like, for example, if they're leaning more towards the introvert side, but can pass easily as extroverts, they don't face the same problems as as an introvert for like job interviews or school or working in teams. But on the other side, they don't have as much recognition. So schools or work environments don't focus as much in them as they would do on an extrovert, especially. So yeah, even if they have the best development in them, they're not very recognized by mostly a lot of people or a lot of bosses. So yeah.
Great. Okay, so now we're going to talk about what do we think we are? Or okay, yeah, what do we think we are? Jessica, what do you think you are?
So
Where do you fall in the spectrum?
I think I am an introvert because I sometimes, like right now, it's kind of difficult for me to just talk to you right now, even
Me.
though, like, uh, yeah, we're here. You're my friend, so it's kind of difficult for me, but it's fine. I can go through it.
Nobody's going to see this other than you know who.
What? I didn't listen to you clearly. Can you repeat the question?
Nobody's going to listen to this.
But what was the question?
Like, nobody's going to listen to this. Why are you afraid or nervous?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're an introvert. I forgot.
What about you? What you are? What are you? What?
Well, after asking many people, some people tell me I'm an extrovert, some people tell me I'm an introvert, and
I'm
after making so many tests, I can come to the conclusion that I may be an ambivert.
Oh, cool. Talk about it.
I know. I think I'm an ambivert, but I think I'm leaning a little bit more into the introvert side. I think I don't know. Maybe.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Well, like you're very outgoing. Like you can talk to almost everyone, but I also like see you nervous in some social in situations. So yeah, I can see you as an ambivert.
Yeah,
What?
and I tend to be annoying, so.
Yeah. So what are your opinions on other than extroverts are annoying?
Well, I mean, introverts, in my opinion, I mean, I think they're chill, but a problem that I have with them is they're not open. They're usually not open until you get to meet them, but they're not open at first. So I have no idea if they even want to talk to me, you know? Like
Mhm.
when I first met you, I thought you hated me or you thought I was annoying, which you probably did. Uh,
No comments.
I mean, yeah, and also introverts tend not to ask for help. So they tend to do the work for their in their own, and I think that's a problem. But overall, I think introverts are chill. They're nice. They don't
Okay.
cause any problems.
Yeah. So I have a different opinion from extroverts. I actually think they're quite nice because if it wasn't for extroverts or ambiverts, I wouldn't be right here right now with you. Or
Oh my god.
oh my god. Also, I wouldn't have many friends because right now, like in cities, is such a big school, and like
Mm.
experts are that talk to me, I become close with them, and yeah, they like introvert extroverts with the same like music taste or like same movie taste as me. They're very cool, but they do tend to be annoying. So that's a point. Like if you don't match with them at all, I don't really get to know them or anything because I'm just so annoyed at them. Yeah.
Did you
So that,
know that there's 25 to 40% of the population are introverts? So that means that they're more extroverts.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your opinion on other ambiverts?
Well, I mean, I don't know ambiverts. I only know myself. Well, I don't. I think like you said, they don't get much recognition. So you say like, "Oh, this person is an introvert," and, "Oh, this person is an extrovert," but you don't look at a person and say, "Hey, that's an ambivert right there."
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Because
Uh,
when I asked people what was I, because I had that question, nobody told me that I was an ambivert. They were like, "You're an introvert," or "You're an extrovert." So I was like,
mhm.
"So what am I?"
Yeah. So I mean, introverts I think are pretty chill, but I can't really talk to them either.
Yeah,
Even if
I know.
personality, I well, not personality, but like, the same traits of being more reserved and stuff. Uh and even the same like tastes they're difficult to talk to because we're both nervous to talk to each other. So yeah, that's kind of hard to do too. But I found some really cool introvert friends, so I think everyone in the spectrum can be like really cool. It
Yeah.
just depends on getting to know who they are and what they like. So yeah.
So in conclusion, we should all work together.
We should be united by our
Yeah,
differences. Yes. We should no, like we should support each other all the time. So don't,
exactly.
if that extrovert annoys you, it annoys a lot of people too. But you can work with them and be nice because
Exactly.
they're nice to you back. They will well, most of the time. They will most of the time be nice to you back. So don't worry about it. And
Exactly.
be cool with everyone. It's fine.
So I
So
think that's going to be it for this podcast. I hope you can tune in for a next podcast where we're going to talk about, guess what?
what? Say it.
Animal Crossing.
Have this thesis done that it's why Animal Crossing uses a communist thing. So yeah, tune in next week. We will be talking about it, and we hope you enjoyed this show.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.